Alright everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to WWE 2K20 Universe Mode Season 2 Edition here on Raw. We are kicking things off with a huge matchup with huge implications. That is right, we are kicking things off with our 4-way elimination matchup to determine who will face Andrade next week to be our first US champ. So here we go, people. We are off with, we're off to the races. We've got our big Universal Championship match later on tonight. We have two more women's 5-pack elimination, 5-way elimination qualifying matchups, and then we got one more next week. And of course, we will have our first Money in the Bank briefcase, on the men's side anyway, qualifying matches. So that's exciting. We'll focus on the women's at a later point once we get their championship situation taken care of and that sort of thing.
First, representing Mustache Mountain from Wolverhampton, England, weighing in at 216 pounds, Trent.
So yeah, here we go. We've got Rey Mysterio in the ring. We have both halves of Mustache Mountain inside of this matchup. So it's going to be interesting to see how that dynamic kind of works. Oh, great shadow on that barricade. If you do a really quick frame by frame, if you all saw the shadow just now, I kind of just died. Either way, we've got Rey Mysterio, we've got Trent 7, we'll have Drew Gulak, and those two got into a double count-out draw, which is how they both ended up in this matchup. Rey Mysterio, of course, defeating Matt Riddle to make it to this matchup, and then, of course, we've got the impending Tyler Bate, who defeated Mustafa Ali / Ali. We're going to use both, to kind of switch things up to get to this point as well. And speaking of Tyler Bate, when a singles title is on the line, those two do not hold back.
Representing Mustache Mountain,
the announcing.
Weighing in at 175 pounds, Tyler Bate.
Honestly, I'm having just as much fun, if not just a tad bit more fun this year with, no, not that. I mean, I guess you could say year if we're going by the in-game years. But I'm having just as much, if not even more fun with this particular Universe Mode series. So I'm really excited. I hope you all are enjoying it too. And again, we're gonna one of my main objectives, of course, is to try to focus more on the matches and stuff like that this time around, as opposed to just like, okay, oh god, we got like all these promos and this and that and this and that. So that's kind of going to be the focus this time around. From what I've been getting a feel for, is going to be much more match-oriented. We'll have, like, our little cutscenes and promos and stuff like that. But people, we've got a huge ordeal to get through as well. We've got to get our champion situated and that sort of thing. Which one of these 4 men, including this man right here,
from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 193 pounds, Drew Gulak,
will move on to take on Andrade. Of course, Andrade winning that 3-way elimination, or triple threat elimination style matchup last episode against Pete Dunne and Apollo Crews, sneaking in that win. We will also see Andrade's business manager, business partner, however you want to phrase it, Zelina Vega, in action as well. So get excited about that. So more than likely, we'll probably see Andrade if she's in a match. Let's be real. But this matchup is going to be quite fun to watch. I'm interested to see the different clashes of styles and just see how they're going to mesh and meld, especially if you got both halves of Mustache Mountain in the same match, going for, a singles match opportunity. It's going to be an interesting experience, to say the least, but these 4 have earned their way right up here. And it looks like they're going not after each other, but after different opponents, which is quite interesting to kick things off, and makes logical sense. but it looks like Tyler Bate and Trent Seven are kind of treating this almost like a tag team match, which I think is a very smart strategy. Maybe their goal is just to eliminate each other, or not eliminate each other, but eliminate everyone else so that way one of them can win the match, which I would find like to be a very smart strategy, but Rey Mysterio going for the Three Amigos, Trent Seven obviously just try to put on a submission hold onto Drew Gulak, and of course those two got a little bit of bad blood between those two. Just in general. They've got some bad blood. Gulak on the offensive Bate with the reversal. Huge knee from Gulak to Seven. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't mind seeing any of these concoctions like as their own separate one-on-one matchups. But Trent Seven, huge move right there. Huge jawbreaker from Mysterio onto Bate. Oh, and a huge suplex from Seven. Huge counter from Tyler Bate there. I wasn't sure if I was going to say reversal or counter, so that's what happened, I think. And here we go, people. Here we go. Drew Gulak, huge counter. Mysterio with the Bulldog. You can argue that Rey Mysterio is a Bulldog himself, being the greatest underdog, arguably. Or one of the greatest. Again, this is a very interesting situation we've got on our hands. This is a very, very interesting situation. Okay, so I got a question. So say, for example, like, if either Trent Seven or Tyler Bate win this whole thing, or maybe even Andrade for that matter, like, I'm trying to think, like, would it still be the U.S. title? I mean, you know, maybe for the sake of continuity it should be. Or maybe we'd change it up. I don't know. I think it could be fun. But the title looks nice, and that's what matters. I mean, to be fair, we've had you know, plenty of people, not from the U.S. or the States, I should say, you know, capture the United States Championship. I think that's fair. So, you know what? We'll pan it and play it by ear. But rest assured, it's not going anywhere for right now. Huge submission hold right there from Gulak onto Seven. Seven powering out. Mysterio's got Bate in the corner. Mysterio looking for something here. Just driving the knee right into Tyler Bates' face right there. I was like trying to think about what was I about to say. Oh, Mysterio might be lining things up. Oh! That was interesting. I think Trent Seven just threw himself in there to save Tyler Bate a little bit. Which, it's like, in a way, this is a very smart strategy if they're trying to work as a unit together, at least, you know, until they get, like, everyone else out and they can just beat each other up. If I had a tag team partner, I'd still be keeping my eyes peeled in case that they were going after me or anything like that. Gulak going in for the cover. And this time, Bate going in for the cover, but the referee was distracted by the first pinfall. So everyone's still in this again. The last man standing is going to go on to face Andrade for the title next week. I think Trent Seven's looking for something here. Might be looking for something. Oh, no! Oh, alright. I think Gulak's done. The 7 stars lariat connects. Oh, man. Rey Mysterio is kind of essentially in a handicap match right now, or a 2-on-1 match. And he just powerbombed Trent Seven. Mysterio is, of course, you know, pretty much a legend, I would say, at this point. So, Rey Mysterio, it's not his first ball game in one of these matchups or for the U.S. Championship. So, it's going to be quite interesting to see how that unfolds, but Gulak cannot be happy at all. But Rey Mysterio catching on real fast, and he knows he's in this kind of predicament. He knows he needs to get one of these two dudes out in order to make things work. Mysterio with the armbar onto Seven. And gets out. Oh, huge slap right there. And it looks like we've got ourselves tag team warfare now. Every man once again for themselves. Again, singles competition. You can have friendly competition, you can tag team with someone, but when it's a singles title on the line, well, that's kind of a different ball game. Mysterio going for something here. Sunset flip powerbomb. Oh, and Tyler Bate. Wait, where is Mysterio going? I'm really confused. Oh! I think Tyler Bate was trying to go for the Tyler Driver 97, but Mysterio broke things up. And you know what? That referee took his good old time. Y'all, I got no idea what just happened in the last, minute or so. That was a weird way to get eliminated, but you know what? We're gonna roll with it. Trent 7 just getting eliminated right here. We're down to Rey Mysterio. We are down to Tyler Bate. Which match we're gonna have? We're gonna have Rey Mysterio and Andrade, or are we going to have Tyler Bate versus Andrade? Either way, we're in for one heck of a match. I mean, to be fair, with all four of these dudes, we're gonna have one heck of a matchup in general. Mysterio. Oh, another sunset flip powerbomb from Mysterio onto Bate. Mysterio looking for something here. And he's going for the frog splash and connects. Could this be it? Oh, and Tyler Bate. And Tyler Bate is also no strangers to tournaments either. He was the very first UK champion. So, he knows his way around a tournament quite a bit. Is Mysterio going? Oh my god, how many more frog splashes is Rey Mysterio going to go for? But it took two frog splashes to take out Tyler Bate. But what a matchup that we had to kick things off with. And what a sequence of events. Lots of interesting developments for sure. We saw Trent 7 get revenge a little bit against Drew Gulak. We had, some really interesting action between just everybody in this matchup in general, but what a matchup that we just saw, people. What a match. And then, of course, Rey Mysterio picking up the huge win at the very end.
Here is your winner, Mysterio!
People, we're getting Rey Mysterio versus Andrade in the next episode for the United States Championship. Just go get your popcorn, people. Go get your popcorn. Congratulations, Rey Mysterio. Let's continue onward. Alright, everyone. Here we go here on Raw. More women's division action about to be underway here. Or, yeah.
Making her way to the ring from Yamaguchi, Japan, Kairi Sane!
The amount of appreciation I think many of us have for Kairi Sane is honestly immeasurable. So, Kairi Sane in this first of two qualifying matchups that we have ready to go here tonight here on Raw. We've got Ember Moon and Asuka as our first two of 5 women participating in a 5-way elimination style matchup. And not next episode, but the following episode, so 2 episodes time for the Raw Women's Championship. This thing's shaping up to be quite interesting, quite juicy, pretty much pay-per-view quality almost, at the rate we're going at. But Kairi Sane, the Pirate Princess, of course, she is in a team technically with Asuka, the Kabuki Warriors, but with this tournament it is every person for themselves. Kairi Sane, of course, no stranger to championship gold, a former NXT Women's Champion and former Women's Tag Team Champion in her own right as well. So quite an accomplished resume for Kairi Sane. And like we've mentioned earlier, Zelina Vega is going to be in action here tonight. And there's Andrade.
From Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, Zelina Vega!
Of course, Zelina is not just a talented manager and business partner, but she is quite a talented in-ring performer as well. So this matchup is going to be quite fun to see, just, these two mesh and meld with their different styles. And I'm excited. I want to see which one of these two wants that opportunity the most, and who is going to join the mix of Ember, Moon, and Asuka. And those two got plenty of history just between those two alone. So, I'm excited. We are also going to see Mandy, Rose, and Naomi fight later on in this evening as well. So, we've got We've got lots of action coming up. Why was I thinking locks? I don't know. I'm just, yeah, my brain has gone to mush. It's okay. Everything's fine. Either way around, Kairi, Sane, and Zelina Vega underway here tonight. Zelina Vega getting the upper hand to kick things off. Rig at the eye right there, using those underhanded tactics, but Kairi, Zayn, their ring awareness is there as well. Zelina Vega, huge Hurricane Rana. We're going to see what Zayn does to try to stay in this matchup. Ooh. Oh, what a huge strike to Kairi Zayn right there. Zelina Vega's offense has been pretty on point today, I'm not going to lie. But not until now. Kind of getting a little overconfident right there, but Kairi Zayn knows to capitalize on these moments. But Zelina Vega, tons of offense right from the get-go, which is interesting to see. What is she doing? Oh, what a huge DDT right from that top rope, and I'm in pain. I'm in pain. Kairi with the elbow. Zelina, she's going for something here, and oh! She set up a power bomb and converted that into a cutter. What a move that we just saw from Zelina. Zelina Vega has been on top of this entire time. What is she going for here? Oh, God. I mean, imagine this. Imagine if, and this is a big if Andrade wins next week and Zelina Vega wins that women's championship. Whew! That could be quite an interesting prospect. I'm not even joking. But again, we'll have to see who will go on into that, of course, the 5-way elimination matchup. Again, same rules as the match that we last saw, you know, except it's going to be 5 women instead of 4 people. So, yeah. We're at a 7. Kairi Zayn just like shoved her right into the stairs. Huge stomp. Referee's at an 8 count. And Kairi Zayn gets back inside the ring right before the referee hits the 10 count, breaking up the count right there. Referee restarts. These two just brawling on the outside of the ring. Keep Andrade just sort of tucked away in the back of your brain just a tad bit. You know, that sort of thing. Just some food for thought. Just something to think about a little bit here. For a 5 count. Referee's at 6. Kairi Zayn going back inside the ring. Is she going to stay there or is she just going to break up the count? Yep, she just broke up the count. Zelina Vega going back inside the ring, as does Kairi Sane. Kairi, she's going for it. Oh, what a huge slam right there from Kairi Sane. I think she might be looking for it right here. She's looking for it. Oh, God. But Zelina Vega gets to the ropes just in time. Kairi Sane on the offense. Huge backdrop suplex right there. Is Kairi going for it? Ooh. And Kairi Sane hits a moonsault from the top rope onto Zelina Vega. Referee going in for the count. And Vega kicks out at 2. Kairi Sane looking over the top again. Keep your eye on Andrade. She's looking for it. And Kairi Sane hits the insane elbow. That's it. That's it. Kairi Sane moves on, and similarly to our last matchup, her and her tag team partner Asuka are going to be in the same match, except going for singles golds. It's going to be interesting to see that dynamic unfold. But either way, Zelina Vega brought it.
Here is your winner, Kairi Sane.
Big congratulations to Kairi Sane. We're going to see who joins up with Ember Moon, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. Later on this evening will it be Mandy Rose or Naomi. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, I'm pretty positive y'all didn't want to hear me sing just now.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
I tried.
Making his way to the ring from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn.
Here we go, Sami Zayn making his way down to the ring right here. Of course, Sami Zayn did not fend off quite well on that, or should I say, in that United States Championship tournament. As we saw, he lost in that first round to Apollo Crews, and of course Crews would go on to lose last episode. So it's been quite an adventure, to say the least. Can Sami Zayn kind of bounce back a little bit? He's still kind of salty about losing to Apollo Crews. So maybe he's using some of that saltiness, letting that marinate a little bit. Just, letting that marinate and, reflect a little bit and just, kind of regroup. Just regroup just a tad bit. Never hurts to regroup. But there is not much time to regroup when your opponent is this man. I love his entrance theme, I'm not gonna lie. I dig it.
And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 182 pounds, Ali.
And again, we'll use Ali, Mustafa Ali, because, those two have been interchanged and switched on and off for Lord knows how long. So, there's that. But this is going to be quite a fun matchup. This is our first Money in the Bank qualifying matchup. We're focusing in on the men for right now, since the women are still sorting out the Women's Championship picture. So that'll be accomplished in 2 episodes' time. Next week, of course, Andrade versus Rey Mysterio for that United States Championship. Also, with the title matches that we're having, at least, for the time being, we're not going to have any countouts just because of shenanigans. But the fans are squarely once again behind Sami Zayn. Can he channel that energy and, of course, the marinated saltiness into a win? Well, we're about to find out. Again, we'll have all these different qualifying matchups as well. We will also, as of next episode, start focusing in on the tag team division a little bit more. That is correct. Next week we'll have basically the way that the tag team stuff is going to be set up is going to be a mini tournament as well. We'll have a team from SmackDown face off a team face off a Raw team, and so on and so forth. Ali going in for the cover, and a quick kick out by Sami Zayn. So, for example, next week we'll have a team from SmackDown come over to Raw, because again, cross-branded championship. That makes sense. And so that's kind of where we're going. That is exactly where things are going. Oh, and a huge slam from Sami Zayn onto Ali. So that's kind of where we're going. Each week we'll have a SmackDown team face off against a Raw team. And then whoever are the last 2 teams going into Money in the Bank, that's when we'll decide our tag team champions. / championships. / both. So in a nutshell, it's going to be pretty busy for Money in the Bank, because both shows are going to have their own briefcases. Sami Zayn trying to go for a submission, but gets the rope break. So yeah, we're gonna find out what's all gonna go down, so to speak. Oh, and a huge power bomb from Ali onto Zayn. And a huge German suplex from Ali to Zayn. Zayn. I'm like trying to code. I'm not code switching, but like I'm trying to switch, like between like Kairi, Zayn, and then of course we have Sami Zayn. So there we go. I'm like, hold up here. What's going on? So we're getting there. We are definitely getting there. And here we go. Ali just trying to get things on the offense once again. Sami Zayn once again on the offense. And here we go, Ali back on the offense this time around. Trying to make a comeback here. Oh, Sami with the counter. Ali. Oh, and a huge kick right to the head. What is he doing? Ali is unreal. Ali is absolutely unreal. Just gonna throw that out there. That man is unreal. Oh! Oh! Another counter. Oh, I thought that was going to be 3, but another counter. Oh my goodness. This matchup. It's some matches that you don't really need much of a soundtrack to because they're so good. What is this man doing? This is just for an opportunity to get into a crazy ladder match. Jesus, take the wheel. Sami Zayn. I'm with the crowd. This match is awesome. Oh god, Sami just went right up against the apron. Jesus. Good lord. Good lord almighty. What is this match? Ali going in for the pin. And Ali is our first entrant into the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Hoo-wee! Again, apologies if you're hearing paper ruffling. That is my actual notebook. Oh god. That is an actual notebook that you were hearing in the background so we can keep track of these things. If, that sort of thing. So But what does Sami Zayn do next? What is his next move? That's going to be the best question that we need answers to right now, to be completely honest. But either way around, Ali is our first entrant into the men's Money in the Bank briefcase. That match is meant for that man. That match is meant for that man, and I don't care what anybody says. So again, congratulations, Ali. And we are back, and Jesus take the wheel. The screen just got blurry. Slightly blurry.
Making her way to the ring from Yorktown Heights, New York, Mandy Rose.
So here we go. We've got Mandy Rose in action against Naomi here tonight. Both of them making their Raw debuts. Mandy Rose looking for her first Women's Championship. So we've got an interesting mixture of people in this fatal 5-way elimination style matchup. Coming up in 2 episodes' time, we've got Ember Moon, we've got Asuka, we've got Kairi Sane. Who's going to be the next participant to join in the fray? Next week we will have our final matchup, and that will be between Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler. So just get your snacks ready to go for that one, alright? Alright. And speaking of Naomi, here we go. Monday Night Raw is about to feel the glow. Let's get this going. Look, I just wanted to feel the glow, okay? I wasn't being impatient. Well, I might have been a little bit impatient. But that's because I want to feel the glow and you want to feel the glow. Oh god, I felt the glow right there. So, again, apologies for anybody that's sensitive to lights. Again, I'm sitting in a fairly dark room right now, so I'm not super sensitive to lights. Like, if there's a crap ton of flashing and stuff, I have to, like, squint a little bit, and I'm just like, oh god, why? But normally, I'm okay with lights. But I know some of y'all may not be okay with lights, so just... Again, the disclaimer's on the game, too, so that's kind of fair game right there, but just a heads up. But yeah, here we go. Naomi and Mandy Rose about to square off here. Who will be joining Ember Moon, Asuka, and Kairi Sane in that 5-way elimination matchup? We're going to find out, people. We're going to find out. It's going to be time. It's going to be a fun time. Mandy Rose countered. Again, both these women have never held the Raw Women's Championship, and Mandy Rose is still looking for her first singles championship as well. So, again, going to be an interesting matchup to say the least. Mandy Rose with the takedown. Let's see what's going to go down here. Oh, huge takedown. Huge takedown from Mandy Rose. Oh, side Russian leg sweep onto Mandy Rose right there. Oh, and a drop kick. And a drop kick. Mandy Rose with a huge backbreaker right there. Just trying to slow the pace down a little bit, which is a smart strategy given Naomi. Naomi's athleticism is incredible. And her speed, if she can get the speed to her advantage, then she's going to maybe have this in the bag. But I don't know. We're going to find out here. We're going to find out. And Mandy Rose just absolutely caught Naomi right there. Jeez, oh man, Mandy Rose has some strength to her advantage, which is always a good sign. But Naomi getting out of that submission hold right there. Of course, Naomi, the in-ring veteran of the two, but you cannot count out Mandy Rose either. Oh, and a huge kick from Naomi onto Rose. Huge kick from Mandy. Huge takedown. Oh! Huge springboard crossbody from Naomi onto Mandy Rose. Again, we've still got our huge Universal Championship matchup later on this evening as well. Oh! What did we just see? I have no idea what that move was, but that was incredible. Mandy Rose going in for the cover. And Mandy Rose going on to the 5-way match. Holy crap. Some people might be calling that an upset, but Mandy Rose qualifies for an opportunity to get the Raw Women's Championship. Naomi's beside herself. She really is right now. Has to regroup. There you have it. We've got Mandy Rose going onto the 5-way matchup. So far we've got Ember Moon versus Asuka versus Kairi Sane versus Mandy Rose versus either Becky Lynch or Shayna Baszler. We'll see how that matchup turns out next week. Naomi, she'll need to regroup somehow, some way. But for now, congratulations, Mandy Rose. Alright everyone, it is main event time here this evening.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Universal Championship. Making his way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 227 pounds, Christian.
So here we go, Christian making his way down to the ring. Christian, Seth Rollins, Universal Championship on the line. And so what we've got, people, has been an interesting bracket. We started out with 8 men and now we are down to 2. Same thing with our US Championship bracket, so that's going to be interesting as well. We had Christian's path. You know, his was quite interesting. In the first episode of the series, we saw, in the very first match, I believe, too, Christian defeating Finn Balor, and then, of course, Christian defeated Randy Orton last episode to get to this point. So will Captain Charisma have that taste of Universal Championship gold, or will it be his opponent? We're going to find out, but Christian, of course, much more experienced than Seth Rollins does, but we're going to find out here. We are going to see what all is going to happen between Captain Charisma and the Architect here in this huge main event. Who will be our very first Universal Champion? Will it be Captain Charisma, or will Seth Rollins do the following? Yeah, we're going to see if Seth Rollins burns down. Here we go. Christian versus Seth Rollins, Universal Championship. This is going to be a fun match. I'm really excited. I think y'all should be as well. It's going to be a fun matchup. I'm excited. You all should be excited. We're going to find out who's going to walk out with the gold.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth Rollins.
And here we go, Seth Rollins making his way down to the ring here tonight. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're going to see, will it be Christian, will it be Seth Rollins? Who's walking out with that Universal Championship? Will Seth Rollins burn it down, or will the Peep Show fully return with some gold? Well, that's what we're here to find out. No countouts, because you know what, that's not how we're going to roll here with title matches in general this season, so that's going to be the big rule change for Series 2 of Universe Mode, because we had a lot of crappy finishes in general. So if it is a championship matchup, we're not going to deal with these countout BS crap finishes. Like, that's just not how we roll here. Like, unless it's integral to the plot, I don't see it happening. But there she is, all in the red and gold glory right there. The Universal Championship. Crowd's getting all fired up for this matchup here tonight. Christian versus Seth Rollins Universal Championship. Here we go. With the collar and elbow tie-up. Christian gets the advantage right away. Rollins powering through. Oh, and a huge drop kick on a Captain Charisma. Rollins with the upper hand early on in this matchup. Again, we're going to have to see how all this unfolds, just in general. Rollins with the offense right away from the get-go, really. Is anybody going to be able to stop Seth Rollins? Maybe it'll be Captain Charisma. I don't know. We're here to find out. We're here to find out. We're going to just see what happens. It's going to be an interesting time, to say the least. Rollins with the huge moonsault onto Christian. Christian's been having a hard time getting out of the get-go, and Christian quickly counters. Christian with the offense. He's got him up in that hold right there. Rollins seems to be powering out right here. And the buckle bomb onto Christian. Seth Rollins has been in control of this match from the get-go, and some of those fans in that front row were not happy about it. What is... Sorry, I just, like, felt something on my toe. I had no idea what it was. I'm like, what is going on here? Like, I sit crisscross applesauce when I'm recording things sometimes, or I just kind of spread out. And I'm like, oh my god, why am I like this? Just why am I feeling tape everywhere? But Captain Charisma getting back up onto the top rope. He needs to take advantage of this, and he does. Hitting the frog splash right onto Seth Rollins. I think Christian might be looking for something big here. And he hits the spear. That's interesting. Seth Rollins with the Bulldog. And Captain Charisma sends the Architect out to the outside. Who's walking out with the gold? Is it going to be Christian? Is it going to be Seth Rollins? Seth Rollins. There we go. Well, I mean, it works too. Rollins brings back Christian inside the ring. What's Rollins looking for here? Rollins might be looking for it. Oh, and a huge kick right to the face. right to Christian. And Rollins going in for the cover. And Christian kicks out. Christian getting that momentum back on his side just a little bit. Just enough to try to go after Rollins. But Rollins, what is he looking for here? Very interesting maneuver. I don't like where this is going. Oh, and the ripcord knee right there from Seth Rollins onto Christian. Is that it? And people, Seth Rollins is your first Universal Champion here on the red brand. Kind of in almost decisive fashion too, which, you know, that might leave a bittersweet taste in some of your mouths, probably myself included. But that happened. Seth Rollins just did Seth Rollins things. I don't know how else to describe it. Seth Rollins is our first Universal Champion. We've got a champion, people. We've got a champion here on Raw. After 4 episodes, we finally got one. Holy cow. But what a night it has been in general, to say the least. What an evening full of just excitement. But no one's probably more excited right now than Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins officially winning that Universal Championship here tonight. And there you have it, people. Seth Rollins is your very first Universal Champion. Big congratulations to the Architect for winning in, you know, decisive fashion, that sort of thing. And for the journey along the way as well. So again, congratulations to Seth Rollins. Next week we will see Andrade versus Rey Mysterio to crown our first United States champion. And then in 2 episodes from now we will see that big 5-way elimination match to determine our Raw Women's Champion. And then of course at Money in the Bank we will decide our tag team champions as well. So as per usual, thank you all so much for tuning in. Leave a like, leave a comment, and do all the fun YouTube stuff. Hit the subscribe button. Also, feel free to follow me on social media, including Twitch. Sometimes I stream, that sort of thing. So on that note, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all around later. Bye, everyone!